Life is never linear for anybody. No matter who you are, whether you're the son of a billionaire or a janitor, you will go through the turbulence of life. There will be a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs, that you will have to steer through. Each decision you make directly impacts how your future turns out. Hence, it's crucial that you are wise in that regard. If you are in a ditch right now, you want to make the best decisions to get out of that ditch. A failure to do so leaves you struggling and miserable. It's easy to say to someone, make the right decisions, but it's not something that comes naturally to majority of people. Most of us aren't gifted with enough wisdom to steer our own life. Therefore, it becomes crucial that we learn from other people. It's important that we learn from everyone around us. I repeat, everyone. Successful people study humans from all walks of life. When you stop observing those around you and learning from their example, it's like driving a car with your eyes closed. You're steering into oblivion. Others' experiences can help you progress so much further in life as you don't have to make the mistakes they made. There's a famous folklore which goes around. It states that one day, a wise man was seated below the canopy of a tree when some people came and sat beside him. They asked him a simple question: "What is the secret to your wisdom?" The wise man was silent for a while and then calmly responded, "I observe and learn from fools. I observe their decision-making process and actions, and then avoid doing the same thing." Our lives are full of such lessons, if only we pay attention to them. When you stomp out your ego, when you start on the journey of deep learning, you put yourself way ahead of the curve. There is so much knowledge in the world that even if you studied it for a lifetime, you wouldn't even have covered 1% of it. As a man, it's your responsibility to always be a student of life, to always learn from everywhere and everyone. The day you stop learning is the day you become old. Today, we'll be looking at 6 life lessons that most men learn too late. With these in your arsenal early on, you will be saved a lot of trouble as you walk this phenomenon called life. Before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Let's get back to it. Number 1. Life is risk. The biggest risk you take in life is not taking any risk. If you stay in your comfort zone, you are constantly being left behind in this fast-paced world. As the popular saying goes, you are never stagnant. You're either moving ahead or falling behind. Every successful person you see in life has taken a major risk in the past which pulled off. They put themselves out to the universe and let it bless them. If you never put yourself out like that, you'll never be free in life. It's like how a bird learns to fly. If it never musters the courage to jump out of the nest and flap its wings, it would always be stuck in that nest forever. Life is for those who are willing to go all out, who are ready to give it their all, who are ready to put their ego aside for what they want. If you are young and aren't ready to lose it all, you'll never have enough when you grow up. You'll find yourself not being able to progress and left behind your peers, all because you lacked faith in good happening to you. Life is filled with manifestations. If you wish to have the best thing for yourself, envision yourself having it and put yourself out to get it. Don't sit back and cower away. Take charge. Number 2. Never overthink anything. The one rule of life you need to ingrain into your head is, do whatever needs to be done. Don't think about it too deeply. The problem with a lot of us is that we spend most of our lives in our thoughts. We imagine ourselves asking that girl out and getting a yes. We imagine ourselves getting that high-paying job. We imagine ourselves becoming rock stars and performing in front of thousands and thousands of people. The issue is, we imagine. We imagine so much that we never get to actually doing anything. We wish to have that girl, but never ask her out as we get too busy predicting the outcome. We imagine becoming famous musicians but never pick up an instrument or write a song. If you want to become someone in life, stop overthinking what you want to do. When you have that initial thought, such as, I want to ask that girl out, write it in your to-do list and then forget about it. Don't think about it at all, and just go up to her and shoot your shot. You need to stop caring about what response you get. Your priority should just be to think a thought, and if it's worth it, just going out and doing it. When you start implementing this, you'll realize how much more you accomplish in life than when you were just thinking about what you want to do all day. Number 3. Accept the unfairness of life. As Eminem said on his song Beautiful, nobody asked for life to deal us with these bull hands we're dealt. We got to pick these cards ourselves and flip them. Don't expect no help. You don't get to choose what circumstances you're born in, but you definitely control where exactly your life ends. You can complain all day long about that kid on Instagram or TikTok who's spoilt and has so much money, but that will do nothing for you. Some people are just born with a silver spoon. Whining about it won't change anything. Who actually does have the power to change anything for you is you. You need to put all your mind and effort to get whatever you want. Stop expecting anything from anyone. Understand you can do everything right and still get screwed by life. The reason it's so important to internalize this is because so many people give it their all and still get left empty-handed. In those cases, you feel like giving up because you feel so betrayed. But that's when it's important to know. Life isn't just unfair to you. It's been unfair to billions before you, and will be unfair to billions after you. So, don't get put down by any lose, and keep pushing forward. Number 4. Nothing lasts forever. Both good and bad times are nothing but temporary passings. To succeed in life, you need the emotional stability to keep yourself grounded in both situations. What a lot of men fall victim to is, in good times, they become prideful and think they can never lose, which ultimately leads to a horrible downfall. And in the other case, some men during their bad times become so gloomy, so depressed, that they think they'll never make it out. They lose faith in themselves and their abilities. It's important to know that sometimes, even the best sportsmen go out of form. When you are struggling, don't think you don't have it within you anymore, and don't make any life decision. Don't make any life-altering decision in both good and bad times. Why? Because these times are seriously temporary. Much of your life will be mundane and mediocre. The reason people make hasty decisions during the extreme ends is because that's when their emotions are the most engaged. If you can control your urges and be wise during different phases in life, you'll make it very far. Otherwise, you'll succumb like most. When you are winning in life, stay humble and make important decisions that'll make you keep winning. Otherwise, your good fortune won't take long to vanish. Number 5. Make a career out of your true passion. The world is massive and every single career in it is important to an extent. This means that you have the freedom to fill whatever spot in this world you were meant for. Don't force yourself into doing something just because all your friends are doing it, or because the market is booming. The market of any field fluctuates all the time. Your best bet for your future is to choose a career about which you are actually passionate, even if others around you don't support it. Your main goal should be to be a leader in whatever field you choose. The winner's mentality is, whatever you do, be the best at it. If you're young and don't know what to do with life, participate in different courses online, watch videos, and research. When you go over hundreds of career fields, there will be something which strikes out more than the other. Focus on that and make yourself a career out of it. But please, don't let anybody enforce a career on you. Don't go to med school if your passion is in architecture. Follow your heart. It's more than just about money. And finally, number 6. You must choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice and not a result of achievements or purchases. Most people go through life thinking that happiness is something that happens to them as a result of success or something good happening. For example, getting a pay rise or getting 100 new likes on their latest Instagram post. Indeed, large parts of the population don't realize that happiness is a choice and instead go through the motions in life, waiting for joy to pop up so that they can finally feel happy. However, science shows that this type of instant gratification doesn't really make us happy, at least not in the long term. There is no magic pill to finding happiness. However, there is one thing that is required to boost well-being, and that is work. Yes, work, as much as you might hate it. Because happiness is a choice, it needs to be worked at consistently, with effort, care, and dedication on your behalf. The route to happiness is in the work you put into it. You have to commit to being happy, prioritize it, focus on it, and remain disciplined as much as possible, even in those dark and difficult days. We make around 35,000 remotely conscious decisions every single day. From seemingly inconsequential stuff about choosing what to eat and what clothes to wear, to bigger things like who to love, how to spend our free time, whether to move cities or quit the job we feel stuck in. All these things can directly impact our levels of happiness. If you feel glum most of the time, start observing your life choices. What is it you could do to make yourself feel a tad bit better? Once you start healthily communicating with yourself, you'll find yourself in a much better mood and will also start enjoying life. That and 39'll be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. If you have any points of discussion, drop them in the comments below. With that said, see you in the next one.